From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Bills at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Allen to throw once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense for the Jets, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Allen's throw here into the hands of Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception. Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Over here.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's got room. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
As a linebacker, you're trying to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it down 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Steps away. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Hall again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A give running right is Hall. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your...
Julio Jones all alone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Rodgers going to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Over here.
Hall again. And a nice spin into some open field. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Give to Hall running right. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hall again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, 32 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Deontay Hardy. And he won't quite take it all the way, but still what a return. He gets that to the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To the air, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Allen now on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's on the guard, David Edwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Allen.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final try here for Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills' first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
That's another Bills. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Ball again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
88.
Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
On play action, Rodgers steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Running left, it's Hall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10.
On first down, Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Allen again. He'll find Jones again, complete. Touchdown Bills! Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
They're on the 36-yard line.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Alert, alert, alert! Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. And again, it's Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 29 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a performance. All those points.